never been higher.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get better, for whatever reason and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pull on the trigger.
Particularly when you're on the cusp of potentially winning a championship or competing, whether it's competing for the playoffs, competing for a title, and you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B, teams and general managers want to do that.
Well said. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan. Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure. And so it's Phoenix ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We come back right after this.
Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around the... Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the Phoenix Suns.
I love their game plan. Work the rock inside until someone stops it.
It's a simple, direct strategy, Shaq. And when you can pull it off, it gives you a multitude of options offensively.
Thanks for spending halftime.
And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. What can you say? The chosen one, an impressive effort here today.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. In the backcourt, it's Morant and Smart. The forwards for him, Bane and Jackson. And it's Clark in at the center filling out the middle. Pass to Jackson. They stand the last few decades. We've seen the three become more and more necessary for offenses. Wondering if you think that's a good thing.
Well, it is, and teams not only understand the value of making a lot of three-point shots, but the threat of the three spreads out defenses and actually makes it easier for you to get shots at the rim. So the three is absolutely necessary to be a great offensive team in this league.
Quickly, is the arc too close? Should they move it, maneuver that a little bit?
Well, the skill level is really, really high. I like the suggestion of keeping the arc the same all the way around, which would eliminate the corner three. Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And, you know, Stan, we've watched Desmond Bane evolve into a number 1 option on offense. He's always been there, but now he really is at the top of the heap.
Yeah, he sure is. Look, Kevin, you know, he came into the league as a three-point shooter, and he's a great one. But he's developed his game off the dribble, very good mid-range shooter, and he's strong enough to finish around the rim.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Beal against Bain. From past the arc, and the three ball is good. Bain's got 7 points.
Well, that's Bain's go-to zone. You can't let him have a look from there.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's the chosen one. He's got 22. Gets it to go. From beyond the arc.
Just a great hustle play. This is what you play the game for.
Outside Jackson. Now Morant. 14 points for him. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. A floater. And there's the bucket on the layup from the chosen one. The chosen one's got the lead up to 13 now for the Suns. Pass to Smart. Jackson with it, defended by Durant. Fades and shoots, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. He's got 7.
Well, usually a guy who's more inside or out beyond the arc, but the mid-range isn't an area that Jackson Jr. needs to avoid.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And the Suns with the complete. The Grizzlies trail by 20. The forwards, Allen and Durant. Tyus Jones out there with the chosen one, and it's Plumlee in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Phoenix has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. The chosen one gets the basket.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
And for Memphis, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. Pass to Edey. Now here's Morant. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Outside, KD to the middle. The chosen one passes to Allen. Here's the chosen one. A 3-ball. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in. Allen's got 3 assists tonight. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Final quarter of play, about 1.5 minutes off the clock into it. Here's the chosen one, up and in on the layup. The chosen one's got 35.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Morant against Jones. Hit the floater, and it's Morant missing.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Outside, Jones. Outside, KD. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Here's Morant. Takes it off the glass. Morant's got 19 points.
Well, this kind of performance from Morant doesn't surprise anyone. He can score with the best of them.
Pass to Durant. To the wing on the left. The chosen one passes to Plumlee. And landing zone fouls have been a part of the rule book for some time now, Coach. It's changed how shooters shoot.
No question, Kevin, and it's a good thing, I think. The NBA needs to protect the shooters. They're doing that. None of us wants injuries that can be prevented. We don't want to see the great shooters just come down and land on somebody's foot and miss 6 to 8 weeks.
Here's the chosen one, guarded by Morant. 6 to shoot, releases, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. And that's now 37 points for the chosen one. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. 1:41 left to play here in the fourth. The 3 from Morant. Plumlee with the rebound.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Suns.
Look at their number of assists.
They didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for the chosen one.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
And they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Wells' shot is good.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's the chosen one. Grizzlies with the rebound. And here is Wells. Back to Morant. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Substitution on the court.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's the chosen one. Good, it's Beal picking up the assist.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.